What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today we are here at Mercedes-Benz of Atlanta Northeast, which is formerly known as Atlanta Classic Cars. We're here to take a look at the mid-cycle refresh of the E-Class. This is the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E350. Now, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll remember when we first took a look at the 5th generation E-Class around 2017 or so. So who is the E-Class for? Well, the E-Class has always provided a wealth of technology at a cheaper price point than the S-Class. So it's really going after the buyers who want all the tech or most of the tech that the S-Class has, but doesn't want to pay the S-Class price. This particular example is finished in a Diseño Diamond White Metallic. The interior is incredible. It's done in a Diseño Macchiato Beige and Saddle Brown leather. It is stunning. So today we're going to take a look at the exterior and interior details of this Mercedes-Benz E350 and see how this ride has been engineered for excellence. Starting at the front of this E350, you'll notice the hood has two power bulges. Underneath the hood is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbo power plant producing 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Now that power plant is connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 is going to occur in 6.1 seconds. Now coming towards the grille, you have that traditional classic Mercedes diamond block grille with the chrome accents. I really love the chrome, how it jumps out at you, provides some definition to the front of the vehicle. Now coming over to the headlamps have been redesigned for 2021. I love how most of the headlamps, the inner portion is blacked out with these chrome bits. Of course, you have LED daytime running lights and LED headlamps as well. Coming further down, your AMG body sculpting provides an overall aggressive yet classic look to the front of this vehicle, and that comes standard with the E350. Now, when it comes to the side profile of the E350, you're getting that classic Mercedes-Benz design language. It's not overstyled. Now, if you notice, when it comes to a mid-cycle refresh of a vehicle, typically it's only the front and the rear that sees some revisions. That's pretty much across the board with every auto manufacturer. 99.9% of the time, you're not gonna see a change on the side profile because that's really expensive as it requires new tooling. So typically to see dramatic changes on the side profile, you have to wait for the next body style revision. Now, this particular E350 has been fitted with the 19-inch AMG 10-spoke wheels shot in 245 tires in the front and rear. Now, I must admit, those wheels look stunning on this vehicle, and I'm loving the brake rotors with the brake calipers with the Mercedes-Benz lettering on the side as well. Now, I also like the aluminum trim going around the window surrounds, and then this particular vehicle has a humongous panoramic roof to let tons of light on the interior. I love panoramic roofs on vehicles such as this one. Let's go ahead and check out the back. The rear features a completely revised trunk lid with chrome accents and then revised tail lamps as well. These tail lamps are now wraparound and feature intricate details inside the tail lamps themselves. So I love the way they paid attention to detail just when it came to the tail lamps. Now the tail lamps are also fully LED, which is expected of a vehicle on this caliber. Now coming lower, you have an AMG style lower bumper with chrome accents and dual chrome exhaust tips. Now let's go ahead and take this E350 out on the road, see how it handles, and see what interior revisions have been made to the 2021 mid-cycle refresh as well. All right, so we got the E350 out on the street. Before we talk about the ride handling and driving characteristics, I want to talk about this gorgeous interior.
It is amazing. This is something I've never seen before.
Right.
With the, the two-tone, it's outlined in this saddle brown, leather. It's amazing with the contrast stitching.
Yes.
And the diamond, that's
so,
amazing.
So you got the macchiato beige.
But wait, they hit me with this little bit of wood
burl
grain.
walnut, yes.
Go ahead.
So you got the macchiato beige, you got the saddle brown. Starting at the top of the dash, they hit you with that saddle brown Napa leather. This is a Diseño trim in this interior. You got contrast stitching. You got the dual 12.3-inch display screens that we've come to know and love from Mercedes-Benz. Easy to use. You have the MBUX system here. You have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You even have the massage features, right? So everything that you would want can be found in this car. So like I said at the beginning of the review, you're getting tons of luxury and tons of tech, but not paying that S-Class price. So that's pretty amazing.
All I have to say about this interior, Mercedes is giving the people what they want.
Yes.
Okay, they came, they saw, and they said, here you go.
Yes. This interior is just beautiful.
With these new people, these new kids out here like to say that drip, you know.
Oh my God.
That's what this is, that drip.
So coming further down in the center console, we have 4 air conditioning vents. Again, this burl walnut wood trim. What do you think about that wood trim, Misha?
It's gorgeous. I like that it's not too dark. It honestly picks up the saddle brown, the highlights of it. It's very nicely done.
It's nicely done. Executed extremely well.
This says very class to me. It's not masculine nor feminine. It's right in the middle.
It is. It is nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point. The color combination could go for anybody, but I think this is just one of the most beautiful E-Class interiors
Yes,
I've seen.
I have to agree. I would like to see this kind of combination. If you guys know the Mercedes brands, they come out with different colors, but when they do a color, it's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
And that eggplant would be nice with this.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
very, very nice.
Yep. So further down in the center console, you have your air conditioning controls, additional wood trim, 2 cup holders here, USB ports for your charging, and then further back here, you have some storage as well. Now, Isha, what do you think about the seats?
Oh, they're amazing. Not too large, not too small, just right. You know, I have tons of space here, but it's holding me very nicely with these side bolsterings that are not too aggressive.
Yeah.
The seating is very nice. It has that extended front seat so that my knees don't get cramped up.
Exactly.
So I can take this on extended rides, you know. This is great.
So the seating up front is pretty comfortable, about roughly 41 inches of leg room, 3 levels of heating in the seats. You have your massage features as well, which I think is really nice.
It's on right now.
Exactly.
And it's heated.
It's heated. So the form, fit, and finish of the seats, A1. It's just stunning in this vehicle, especially with the Designo trim. I just can't get enough of this trim, honestly. So new for 2021 is a revised steering wheel, and it feels so good in my hands. It's hard to describe. I like how Mercedes-Benz does their steering wheels. It has a nice thick grip to it. You should put your hand here. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
really good. And the leather on here is just silky smooth. It's just a beautiful steering wheel, honestly.
It is. I like it. I like even the big emblem.
Yeah, the big emblem.
It's spot on.
And then look at all this black trim in the steering wheel, with all your controls and everything. Really easy to use. Volume controls, phone controls. There's really no reason to take your hands off the steering wheel because, you know, with the MBUX system, you can speak to it, or you can control your infotainment system with the controls on the steering wheel. So again, multiple ways to control different aspects of the vehicle is always a good option to have in cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody loves touchscreens. I get that. So even though this vehicle has a touchscreen, they're not exactly forcing you to use it. So I think that's nice about this vehicle. But overall, the steering wheel, A+ on the steering wheel. It's
it looks
beautiful.
really nice. It's not overdone for this vehicle.
Right. Some steering wheels look a little intimidating, where it has so much stuff on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh. But
it does look a little different, though. Do you think it's a little larger than normal steering
it
wheel?
feels a little bit larger. It does.
It kind of looks a little bit larger.
Yeah, it looks a little
And it
larger.
looks really round, too.
Yeah. Yes, it's a perfect circle.
Yeah.
but It's nice. And then behind the steering wheel, you have the shift paddles here in case you want to drive it in manual mode. I mean, this is just an E350, but if you want to do that,
Don't do my
I'm just
E350
saying,
like
it's
that.
not an AMG model. That's all I'm saying.
That's okay. That's okay. Not everybody needs AMG. It's okay.
That's true. And then again, behind the steering wheel, you know, your configurable instrument cluster.
Okay, so can they get this option in AMG?
Yes, there's an E53 model, and then if your pockets are really deep, there is an E63 model that's available. And the performance figures on those are just nuts.
Okay.
We'll cover that in a different video.
Gotcha. I
But
just like to give the people what they want because Mercedes did that.
they did that with this interior.
Okay, I'm just letting y'all know that drip. That's going to be the word in this video, you guys.
So coming over to the door panels, look at the details there. The saddle brown, the burl walnut, the Burmester speakers. You see how
Very
those
nice.
silver accents just jump out at you?
Very nice.
Very
yes.
beautifully done. You know, you have your seat controls, 3-position memory, controls for all 4 windows, of course, and of course storage on the bottom of the doors, which is typical, but it's the way the interior has been executed that really makes this vehicle, right? Even in the back, you have the same diamond stitching, the saddle brown accents. You see that back there?
Yeah.
It's beautifully done.
That's what I said. Like, that's amazing. I've never seen that before, that it's carried to the back. Now, usually some of it will be carried, but not to this extent.
Not to this extent.
With
so.
with the outlining of
the
it,
saddle
that's
brown, yes,
amazing.
That's amazing, right? This is a unique spec. I've only seen this spec on a car like this one time before.
And you know what else is very interesting? You know, on the door panels, you can see how the lines, so you know how I'm very, very keen to how cars design the body and, you know, integrate it into the inside.
Yes.
So if you would look at the accent, how this is slanted here,
Yeah.
the body on the outside does the same thing.
That's right.
And it's carried through the back as
That's
well.
right.
It's crazy, you know, the designers of what they're thinking
They just
about.
took the theme and integrated it into every layer.
And I've never seen like a slant, you know, something like this or that.
Yeah. Mercedes-Benz is good for that slant. I love it. It almost looks like it's moving. You know,
Yeah.
the way it has some direction to it. I really like that.
Just like the body has movement. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. That's a good point, Isha. It really is. So when it comes to the back, it's fairly comfortable. You're looking at least 37 inches of legroom back there. Tons of headroom. Huge panoramic roof, which Mercedes-Benz loves to put on all their vehicles. And it really just provides an airy feeling to the interior. Looks nice. Now, as far as the comfort, how do you feel about the ride quality?
Oh, it's great. Very smooth. I don't have any complaints about it.
It
No
rides
complaints.
really well. It rides really well. The steering feels direct. It goes where you want it to go, and it gives you a great sense of confidence when driving this vehicle as well. So I think that's really nice.
I feel like this is, in the road noise, it's can't really hear it.
Can't really hear it.
Yeah.
It's a nice, quiet vehicle. Now, of course, you do have your dynamic select to drive in different modes, comfort, sport, or whatever you're feeling like. There's an individual mode if you want to do that and customize different settings. But essentially, this car has everything you want in a daily driver that provides a good bit of luxury without breaking the bank, right?
That drip.
So if you wanted an S-Class, you're looking well into the 6-figure price point. As option, this car is around $72,000, which is not insane, right? It's not the most affordable vehicle, but I think it's a good mid-range level, which is
I
exactly
would get
what the
this
E-Class
over
is.
some of the other vehicles that, you know, are optioned and priced in this range because they don't look nothing like this.
They look nothing like this.
So
This interior looks like it could be in a 6-figure car,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if you just saw the interior alone, you know, one could think, oh, this car is probably like 130, 120,000.
Right.
Because that's how good it really is. So I think they just did an amazing job on this Designo spec. I think the interior just has me sold on this vehicle. It really does. And then, you know, the massage features, all that stuff, for me, that comes second because, you know, once you step into someone's car or once you look in the window of a car, that interior needs to be able to speak to you, right?
Well, yeah.
There's nothing worse than having like a great looking car and then a super bland interior.
Right.
And we've seen that in the auto industry before, and that is not the case with this. This is a beautiful vehicle. So did you have any closing thoughts?
This one is at the top of the list. I really, really like this vehicle.
Right.
From the outside to the inside. And, you know, you guys can get it option out any way that you would like it, but they did a really great execution on this vehicle.
Right. It's nice. Now, if I had to choose an exterior color, it probably wouldn't be white. I could either go with a midnight blue and keep this interior or deep red.
I'm not huge on white, but I like it for this car, but you know I like my red.
Yeah,
so
your
since you said my red, we're going with the red.
The red.
The blue and red vehicles are very nice though.
Yeah, even you see the headliner here?
Yeah.
Feels nice.
That Alcantara.
Yep. So that wraps up this driving portion of the review. Isha, thank you for joining us in this one. I know you would love to have a car with an interior this spectacular.
Yes.
All right, we'll leave it off there. That was a brief overview of this 2021 Mercedes-Benz E350. To me, where this car shines is this interior. It is gorgeous. Loving the macchiato beige and the saddle brown accents. It is truly stunning. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments section. If you're interested in this Mercedes-Benz or any other Mercedes-Benz vehicle, please reach out to my friend Jesse Cannon-Wallace here at Mercedes-Benz of Atlanta Northeast. Until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves.